Namaste, Earth Angels. Earth Angels in training to your Archangel awakening. Okay, this message is for you all. It was the message that came through earlier. I was sitting on the patio. Let me clear my space. It's Florida water and some other water in here, and I sprayed it by this flame. Florida water is like alcohol and some other water in here. But anyway, I was sitting on a balcony and just enjoying the space, and nothing significant, okay, was on my mind. I was just being. I think I did have a thought about me moving, because I'm contemplating moving soon. And so I think I did have that thought. And so I was playing with Raven, and then I felt like I needed to look up at the sky. Okay, you know, you get that urge to look at the sky, and I seen a face come out of the cloud and look down, right, with a smile. And I was just like, whoa. Just whoa. And so you all may be, I don't want to call it scrying, but it is a form of scrying when you can look at like wood and see pictures, when you can look at clouds and see pictures, right? Sometimes you stare at it long enough, you'll see it. But this, I didn't stare into it too long. I just looked up and it just came down, a face. And I was like, oh, hey. And then I just let it go. And it stayed there until it kind of dissipated. Now, I was contemplating on sharing this because, you know, for whatever, you know, reason. And I was like, when I got a call from my granddaughter, this is what made me share this, okay? Raven, it's meowing. Give me a second, let me see. Okay, I got a call from my granddaughter. That's what made me share it. It felt so synchronistic, okay? And so I was on my way to sleep, but I was nodding off, and phone rang, a granddaughter, and she's just talking, and she just, and the conversation, my granddaughter, she just was, and she called me Stinky Bunny, because I call her Bunny, Stinky Bunny, when she was little, and so now we call each other Stinky Bunny. It's the funniest thing. And she said, yeah, Stinky Bunny, and look what I can do, and Stinky Bunny, and look at this dance, and Stinky Bunny, and look at my ballerina turn, and Stinky Bunny. And I, proud grandparent, just listening to her and just geeking her up and hyping her up. And then I felt, in contrast, I felt the Most High doing the same thing for me. And I was like, oh my God. And then it was like, you call, I come. You guys are children of the Most High, okay? And she was just talking to me like she always talks, okay? But this conversation was different. And then her dad said, who let the patio couch up? And she said, no, remember, she said, like, so eloquently, like she's 4. She said, no, Dad, it rained yesterday. And I was just like, just listening to her just talk. And I feel like this is what the Most High is doing with you all. The Most High is just listening to you, holding space for you, okay? And then my grandson got on the phone. He got in trouble in school, right? And I was just listening to him, just holding space for him, you know, just being the grandmother, you know. And then I felt the boomerang effect again, like, That's what the Most High is doing, right? It is there. It is parenting you. It is mothering you and fathering you. Like, you guys have no idea how connected you are, right? You have no idea how watched over you are. You have no idea how divine you are. And so I was like, no, this message needs to go out, okay? And for those of you all who are wondering, okay, if you find this video, okay, this message is for you. And yes, the Most High, the divine, the universe is confirming you, okay? It is saying yes, 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 yes. The message is like, you called, I've come. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, it was just the most beautifulest thing, okay? And so I feel like you all have had some concerns about whatever you've been concerned about, whatever you've been worried about. I felt like that was a sign for you all to just understand, I am the Lord, I see you, and yes, I understand. That energy, it's giving that that energy. I don't know how else to say that, but that's just the energy it's giving me, okay? And so I wanted to pull a few cards to see, but look, the Sword of Light, like some truth is coming in for you all, okay? As I was stating before, like Archangel awakening, that was the energy that I was picking up earlier. As I stated in the previous reading, in my meditation state, I saw people being crowned, like getting spiritual crowns. I saw that, and I was just like, I was just watching it while it was happening, like observing it, and I felt so proud of you all. Like, I don't know how to say that. I was just so proud. Divine protection, cut, cords cut, breakthrough energy, period. Let's go, right? And it's just like, you know, all of the healing we've been doing, you know, all of the sacrificing we've been doing, you know, and I'm talking about psychologically, right? I'm talking about mindset changes, right? Because you know, when you remove certain mindsets from you, okay, everything else will fall into place for you. And so I'm talking about that type of energy. I'm talking about divine inheritance, divine abundance. I'm talking about spiritual protection. I'm talking about upgrades. I'm talking about, man, you gaining wings. And it was so crazy because a bell, like I have some bells on my patio, and the wind wasn't blowing that much during the daytime in Texas. It's hot here. And so the winds were not blowing like that. And the little chimes, the bells was just ringing, and I was just like, what in the world is going on? I just thought that just was a beautiful synchronicity for me. And so if you all are wondering, look at this energy, okay? It's just so much messages. Look, this is why we call the Most High, call y'all golden children. The child of the cosmos. Shut the front door. Come on, guys. You got to be proud of yourself. You got to be proud for removing them layers. You got to stand up in your light. You got to be like, hell yeah. Like, this is the energy I'm feeling off of this, okay? The intelligence of the universe lies within you. Inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts, okay? And this is this energy of you returning that to a child, you being a child of the Most High. This is you, you know, allowing the Most High to guide you, allowing the Most High to show up in your intuition and give you the knowledge that you need, right? and you following it and following through. I'm telling you, like, you guys' intuition is on point. You guys are standing in your power, okay? You guys are doing the right thing, saying the right thing. You may find that your aura is more attractive. It's more abundant. Like, I don't know, I feel like money just going to be appearing in your life. You may not know where it's coming from. Don't question it, okay? Just accept it, right? You can, like, this is what I did when I just got a deposit of like $9,000 last month, and I was like, oh my God, where the fuck did this come from? I had to call the financial institution who deposited, and I said, okay, is this real? And they said, oh yeah, our systems showed that we you had some money stored up here and we forgot to give it to you, and it accumulated. And I was like, what? Like, wow. I was floored. It's giving this energy. Okay, let me tell you, you're called. Look, like, it's like the Most High has called you. This is the energy I was feeling. Like, regulators, mount up. It felt like that energy when I seen it. I was like, interesting. And then when my grandbabies called me, it's like the Most High, you're going to be sending like people to you for you to give them guidance, because the Most High trusts you, right? Is giving this type of energy, okay? Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest, okay? But I don't, like, yeah, you all are resting at this time, okay? If you need to rest, please do rest, because after this rest, you have work to do, okay? It's like you are no longer working. Even if you work a 9-to-5 job, I'm hearing that you being there is serving a higher purpose. You're there for a reason. I think in a previous video I spoke about ley lines. Just by your presence being in a particular space, you are healing the land, okay? Earth pulsing. Pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. Okay, so messages are trying to come to you all at this time. Loosen your grip, coping mechanism, density, addiction, let go. And so these are things are being removed from you all. Because remember, we have the energy of this cut cords. Cords are being cut. Okay, so allow things and people to come out of your lives. Ancestral realm is here also. Soul star activation. Fulfilling a soul's contract. Remembering who you are. I don't know how to say this. This feels so invigorating. I can't even speak. Earth school, life lessons, soul's growth, study, higher learning. Look at this. You remembering that you came from the stars. This is giving it. What is that movie? I don't know if you all seen the movie called Soul, how they show how they after they finish their training, they start jumping from the clouds, right? Going into bodies. This is giving the energy of this little boy. I think it's a show on Netflix or something, or Hulu, how they say like kids remembering their past life. And the little boy stated that he remembered jumping from out of the clouds and into his mom's belly. This is giving that energy, okay? You guys are coming out the void. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had in your life. So this is something that you all are doing because you've been a leader in your life, because you've been parenting yourself, okay? It's like, man, all this time you've been in the void, okay? You've been in the cosmic womb, and so it's like you're stepping out into this newness, okay? Like your wings, I'm seeing like set of wings here, set of wings here. This is very much giving that seraphim energy. You could be finding feathers everywhere, okay? Man, light body, crystal grid, transmission and activation. Like, oh, your light body is very translucent. If you haven't heard that, okay, if you don't know, okay, inner earth, you'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings, okay? And so allow this, whatever is happening to happen, just understand that the Most High sees you, okay? You could be experiencing a little roughness right now, okay? But it's like the Most High is like watching you, like making sure that nothing doesn't happen to you that not supposed to happen to you. Empathetic star seed, okay, that is what you are. 1444 on my timer, period. Chosen one. Energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours, okay. So pay attention to that. If you're feeling some heaviness, it's not yours. I think I put up a video about people are going through some shit here, okay. There has been a split, like a severing. I don't know how else to say that, but that's what my guides called it. Like, some people are experiencing some heaviness. A lot of people are having their Saturn's return, and your guides, the Most High, like, once the message that I gave was for you all to look at that as a way to say to yourself, damn, I'm glad I kept going. Damn, I'm glad I didn't give up on myself, because people are experiencing some things, and because you are connected to these people, then you may be picking up on that. Cracked open, surrender to the alchemy of life. So you may be experiencing this heavy energy. I don't want to call it heavy, I just want to call it like, because you are, thank you, because you are so, you are, therefore I am, right? This is the Most High, right? This is how I'm translating this, right? Because you are one with it, because you're not separate from it, right? You may be feeling everything the Most High is feeling. You may be feeling a lot of people's cries, a lot of people's hurt. You may be feeling that energy, okay? And so you may be picking up on that, okay? That happens. And so all you do is just love that energy. I remember about last year, I was feeling it all, and I didn't know how to handle it. And it was so weird. I got the notion to call my ex-husband, and I called him. And so I was talking to him about what I was experiencing. And then he said, hey, you know how like a kid goes to their mom and wants to be coddled? And I said, yeah. He said, maybe that's what you should try doing, like coddling the energy, allowing the energy to know that it is safe, allowing the energy to know that it is okay, allowing the energy to know that everything is working out for their highest good, even if it doesn't feel like. So maybe that's something that you are being guided to do at this time. We have cosmic ancestors. See the light by staying grounded. So you're being required to stay grounded at this time, okay, while you're going through this powerful transformation, okay. You all are gaining awareness of your inner eye. Let's see. Arcturian light codes, evolutionary downloads, recalling power, future thinking. And so this could be regarding some message I gave about, you know how like Albert Einstein and Nikola Tesla and those alike, you know, they were very, I wouldn't call them spiritual or religious. I would definitely call them someone who was just in tune with the Most High, with the universe, right? And the way they brung spiritual or universal knowledge and manifested it into this physical realm. And that is something that you all are here to do. You know, just like they have AI, artificial intelligence, right? You're here to bring in some spiritual intelligence. You're here to translate a spiritual concept into, just like the way AI operates, right? Well, the way AI transmits, right? You're here to do that spiritually, in whichever way it is for you. It could be you. These are just some things that I'm getting about mobility, like movement. You know how spirit is always backing you, right? You showing that, you birthing that into this reality, right? You know how they got like artificial legs. Maybe it's something that you're going to be able to do where you're going to be able to, I don't know, put some type of spiritual intelligence, I don't know, into some chip, I don't know, okay, and cause the spine or someone's memory loss to be able to work again. This is just something that's being downloaded onto me, okay? I don't know, this is just something that's coming through right now. It's something very intelligent like that, right? Like, you guys are future scientists, future doctors, future psychologists, future philosophers, future musicians, future artists, okay, with that spiritual vibrational frequency. You feel me? You guys are that, okay? And so future musicians, like the way you play an instrument, you guys may invent another tone. An angel may download, your higher self may download unto you, okay? And it would be a tone, a frequency no one ever heard before, right? It's giving that type of energy. Even the way you hit notes, right? When you sing, okay, the way that you dance, the way that you flow, it is filled with the Most High, the energy, right? It's your energy. It's the essence that you put behind it. It's giving that type of energy, maybe like even poetic, the way that you speak, the way that the words, you know, like the Psalms, right? And so we all understand that those Psalms are, to me, how I take it as David, inner child, right? The prayers of your inner child, right? Something about them Psalms, they activate, okay? It's like your soul, I don't know. It has the way the words are formed, I don't know, it has some type of activation that it gives, okay? That's why people use Psalms, because it worked. The book of Psalms, those prayers, right? The prayers of David, they work, right? And so it's something that the way you speak, something that the way you say, something that the way you write, okay, it is going to be activating. You know, the way Ascended Master Yahusha, Yeshua, Yahusha, Jesus, right? You know how he spoke in parables, right? He wasn't speaking to the humanness of you. That's why no one understood. Somebody touching me. He was speaking to their soul. So it's something similar to that. 2202 on my timer, okay? That is very future thinking, okay? This hasn't, it's like your future self, your higher self is coming back here, sending you codes, sending you signals, and the Most High is like, yes, like this is happening, you know, like I am with you during this transition. I am with you, holding it all, because remember, the divine holds us all, right? It is that invisible force. It is that force that is here right now, allowing my voice to travel to you, okay, through this energy field right here. That is the divine, okay? The divine is ever creation. It's evolving always. It doesn't stop, right? And that is what you are, right? It is that energy. It is the energy that beats your heart, right? It is the energy that produces like blood in your body, right? It is the energy that changes the seasons, right? It is that energy, okay? It is the energy that moves the that allows the moon to sit there comfortable, you know what I'm trying to say, comfortably. And causes the waves to do what it needs to do. It is giving that energy, right? It is the way that the seeds, you plant seeds in the ground and the seeds sprout up. It's the growth. It is the divine. The universe is that energy, right? It is grace. It is holding grace for us all and on our evolution, on our journey. Okay, is giving that energy. Okay, we have Lumerian seed codes, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, living with grace, right? I was just talking about grace, right? It is that energy, okay? Embracing your sensitivity. It may be heavy for you right now. I'm so sorry because, oh shit, when I started feeling that a couple of years ago, and I lived in the high crime area. I lived in high crime area, and I would feel all of it. People getting killed. The spirits will, their spirits will come to me and will they didn't know what happened. I don't even know how to explain it, because they would come to me like, I don't know what happened. Like, I was standing here and then now I'm here. Like, and they would come to me looking like for answers, like, what am I doing? Like, what's happening? And then I'll just invite, you know, one of their loved ones to come and greet them and take them to the light. Some of them just be accessing my mental space to see what I know about heaven or and hell, but there is no hell, right? There is no heaven. There is just consciousness, right? And so sometimes souls can get stuck in the they call the, what the monks call it, Labardo. They can get stuck in the in-between, right? I don't want to call it Labardo, because Labardo is where they go to be recycled, okay, back into a human body. And so in the middle, I don't want to call it the middle realm, I don't know what realm to call that. The in-between, they'll just be stuck in the in-between, because that version of them, that very human version of them, that version of them that didn't know that they were a part of the all, that version of them that was programmed, thank you Spirit, because I was losing it. Their program don't know that it is a part of the all, right? Because we were taught to hate our program. We were taught to hate fear, guilt, shame, right? And so we have that program, right? And so we were taught to hate it. We were taught that it was a sin, right? And so when you pass away, all right, according to wherever conscious state you're at, when you pass away, that version of you will be very afraid because of religious structures, right? Constructs, right? Of fear, right? And that is another reason why our realm, the earthly realm, is heavy, because some souls are stuck and they are afraid to cross over. But anyone can cross a soul over. They just need to be witnessed, okay? They want to tell their story. And so I'm sorry. You guys are a karmic board clearing, energetic clearing. Rewrite your story, live your truth, okay? I just feel so compassion for souls when they don't know that the Most High is like wanting them to come back to the light, like wanting them to come home. Like their soul goes home, but that very consciousness, that their consciousness will stay in fear and sadness and in shame. And it's not even their fault. They don't even know. So these three cards came up earlier. The base chakra, strength, security, laying the foundation. Okay, this is what you guys are doing right now, laying the foundation. I'm so sorry, I don't know, this is okay. We have halls of learning, spirit guides, confirmation, great lessons. So the spirit guides are definitely with you, okay? Hathor light codes, light, immersion, full system upgrade, power recall. So it's clarified by cracked open. So you guys are opening up to these new this newer version of you at this time. So I didn't want all these cards, Spirit. Let me do this again. What else, Spirit? Thank you for being here. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your confirmation. Thank you. Bright heart light, open connections. Okay, your heart is open so wide at this time. Okay, that's probably why I felt that. Like, Oh my God, you may feel such a deep sense of empathy for others at this time. Okay, we have sacred gratitude, reverent appreciation, prayer. This is giving the energy of living your life with reverence, living your life with happiness, living your life like being thankful for your journey, as I stated before. When you understand what people are experiencing, okay, like the energy I just felt about like when people pass away and they don't know what's available to them, they don't know their options, right? And it's you being so grateful that you know, right? You know. And grateful for your journey, grateful that for this great awakening, okay? It's giving this type of energy. It's probably why I felt it so strong. A reverent appreciation, just so thankful, just so grateful that you're able to, okay, I don't know how else to say this. I'm so sorry, I wasn't expecting this. Innovation and new creation is here. I was just talking about that. Like, you guys are gaining some type of knowledge from your ancestors, okay? Clarity, planning, releasing illusions, okay? You guys are being cracked open. You're breaking free from whatever illusion that was placed upon you, your program, okay? Summoning power, instinct, intellect, control. Yes, period, 3101, okay? This is the power that resides inside of you. This is you speaking your truth. This is you being in your full power. This is you waking up tomorrow like with a sense of groundedness, okay? This is you knowing that wherever you place your feet, that the Most High provides the land that you place your feet on, and knowing that you're always protected. You know how children are, right? How they, I don't know, okay? When children depend on their parents to do for them, right? And so sometimes, you know, we don't become good stewards of the gifts that the Most High gives us. This is something that's just coming up, okay? And we can take beauty from children for granted. We can take that energy. That is the energy of the Most High, giving us in its absence, okay? When we don't see it, right? Excuse me, it's so spirit here. I don't know what spirit this is. Oh my God. You could have like 2 dogs like this. A giraffe could be symbolic for you if you want to Google the giraffe, okay? I have a spirit in my energy field. It's just giving me feel all of this, okay? Tenderness, true love, compassion, okay? Man, I feel like some guide, somebody ancestor, I don't know, is coming through and saying that they're sorry they weren't good stewards, okay? They want to heal something with you, because they say every time you think about them in the space to where they were not kind to you, they are reliving that over and over and over again. They got me feeling like they're in a purgatory to where they were living that. That's why I couldn't get the word for what I wanted to call the ones that get stuck here. It got me feeling like like he's reliving a purgatory. And so maybe this is a father, or uncle, or brother, somebody that wasn't so kind to you, okay? They didn't know how to be a good steward of the gift of the Most High. They didn't know that you were a gift of the Most High. They didn't know that they were a gift from the Most High, okay? They were asking you to release them, okay? Because we have karmic board clearing, energetic clearing, rewrite your story, live in your truth moving forward. Knowing that Earth was a school, accepting it. And I understand how hard it was. I'm still fighting my own inner things, okay? Especially with the military. That is something that is weighing heavy on me, okay? And so that part of my life, I'm still trying to integrate. And so I understand how sometimes, you know, our program can hold on, but it's something that we will learn from it, okay? Once we let it go, okay? There would be a clarity, planning, release, and illusion, okay? Understanding that this is an illusion, right? Whatever your ego is holding on to, okay? It's like the nervous system is still gripping whatever experience it had, and this loved one is asking you for forgiveness, okay? Becoming something new, wings of light. I was just telling y'all, like, y'all got some different type of wings, okay? Like, look, like, and I felt like this translucent, iridescent energy, like, you guys got some new wings, okay? The garden paradise, okay? You guys, look at that. Just being with the Most High in the secret garden, right? In the Garden of Eden, bringing heaven on earth. This is what this feels like. This inner earth energy, right? Man, within your heart space, within you, this is giving that. Man, I'm sorry. Hostilities, unrest, okay? This is this energy of this loved one who has crossed over. They are unrest, and they're asking you to help them. Like, help me, help you. Like, they want to heal this with you, okay? You all could be seeing hawks. You all could be seeing eagles. Black Panther could be significant, okay? You could have a Black Panther as a spirit guide. I want to get a few of these. But this is happy times, okay? it's still happy, but this is the energy of whoever loved one this is asking to be released, okay? Take it if it resonates. Okay, you have the Tree of Life here. Man, this is those roots, your ancestors. You are so connected, okay? This is giving. I stated wherever you walk. This is making me feel like it's some trees. I don't know if it's in Africa, but they roots grow above the land, and it shows like how the trees walk the land. If you all know what I'm talking about, you can put it in the comment section. Thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you for being here. This card always gives me thunder. Feel the thunder. Lightning for the thunder. This card always gives me that energy, okay? You all could be Thor energy, okay? 1111. You all could be descendants of Thor. I heard that loud and clear. The spiral, look at that growth. Wow, guys, you all could experience this, okay? What is her name? Catherine. She was a Saint Catherine. Can't remember her name, but she would get migraines, and these migraines would cause her to have these spirals in her eye. This happened to me, okay, like a long time ago, maybe about like 5 years ago, on a full moon. The date was January 11th, 2001. This happened to me. My dog was barking. She wanted to go outside, and I took her outside, and she was barking at the moon. She was a Siberian Husky, black and white, and she was barking at the moon. And I look at the moon, and I just feel like this presence. And it was just spiraling. Like, I saw it spiraling into my eye. It was large, 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 large. And it started circling within my eye. Then it disappeared. And then about 3 days later, I saw it like coming out, circling, circling, circling. And then after that, I just started having all these, I was able to see in the different realms. And I went to Casadega, Florida. If you all know that town, it's kind of like a Sunnydale, I can't remember, kind of like in New York. It's like a town full of psychics and mediums. I went there. They offered me a job there too. It was really nice, as a healer. It was crazy. I didn't know I was that type of healer. I didn't know what type of healer I was. I just knew that I could heal, okay? And so the lady, we were talking, and I asked her about that, and she was like, wow, you don't know what that means? I said, no. She said, if you don't know, she said, it's not for me to tell you, it's for your guides to tell you. I thought that was strange, but I'm telling you, this is about your activation, okay? If you experience this, please go to the doctor, okay? I went to the doctor, okay? I don't have anything. I don't have no tumors or anything, okay? It's something that happened to me, okay? You all know I share my experiences with you, okay? Look at this shit, a holy mountain. What? Wow, the ghost dance. That is deep. I don't even know what that means. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Hold on. Wait one. I've never gotten that card before. Remember I was just talking about a spirit, you know, maybe. Okay. The ghost dance of the American Plains. Indian unites the spirit of the living with those of the ancestors to bring peace to the world. When the ancestors are honored, they bring harmony to us. When we hold them responsible for all that went wrong with us today, they haunt us. Honor the spirit of the ancestors and receive their lessons and gifts. This includes honoring your own past lives, right? Wow. The invitation. The ancestor has a message of healing and a powerful medicine to offer you. Create a sacred moment at your altar. Light a candle to them and let their wisdom infuse you. At this stage in your life, you are done repeating their tragic stories. Step into the abundance that is offered to you. Receive the gift of those that have come before you and write a new story for your life. Look at the synchronicities of this reading, the tree of life. I always was talking about that, okay? Man, conflict, the unrest, okay? These ancestors, they want to be let go, okay? But they can't, okay? Because you haven't let it go yet. So whatever this is, karmic board clearing, you guys are being cleared from that, okay? The medicine, if you are trapped in a vicious cycle of nostalgia, remembering, right? Mourning, a lost youth or opportunities missed, it is time to make an altar for your ancestors. Collect a few photos, light some incense, offer sage, and open the windows of your house to release them to their destiny and to the wind. Be wary of being snared in a relationship with someone from a past lifetime, so the people who loved or hurt have a way of repeating. Wait a minute, what? Be wary of being snared in a relationship with someone from a past lifetime, as the people we love or hurt have a way of reappearing in our lives. There is no learning for you there anymore. Okay, so pay attention if people are coming up and coming back around again, okay? Unrequited love energy, okay? So you may be feeling that someone from a past life coming back around. I say you may be feeling that energy, okay? So allow it to go from you, okay? High priest, high priestess, this is where you in a past life. Let's see what past life energy this is. But this is someone, loved one from this lifetime. This could be a past life. Look, oh, you got some wisdom from a past life that is ready to be revealed to you. Okay, look, we have a spouse here. Wow. Native American, and the card was here, transportation. So, man, they're ready to move on. And this is from past life, so they're definitely ready to move on. Okay, if you're arguing with someone within you, okay, that is something from a past life. If they're showing up as karmic relationships, karmic friendships. Pay attention to the patterns, okay, so that you can clear this, okay? The Most High is here with you while you clear this, okay? You're going to gain some type of wisdom from this past version of yourself. When you understand, you know how when you heal things, right? When you go through the darkness, you gain knowledge. And I believe I said that in a previous video. Every time you release a heaviness, you gain new knowledge of yourself, of your truth, right? And so that's something I want you all to be aware of. Shoot, when I first started releasing stuff and I started gaining new insight, I was welcoming energy to come to me so I can release it. Yep, I need to release that. I need to release that. I recognize a thought pattern. Oh, this is a thought pattern that I've been experiencing. Let me write this down and see where it come from. It's like, it had to go. I'm sorry, I get a little goofy. It had to go. Like, stuff like that had to go. Let's see. Let's get some angel messages for our new angels. Some of you are not trying to see it, but you're going to accept your fate. Halls of learning. Where is that? Child of the cosmos. Let's get some messages. I don't know. You all are not trying to see it. Have courage to ask for help and accept help, okay? Focus on your priorities at this time. Moonlighting. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. Focus on your priorities. Where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. Your priorities are calling you, which may produce a feeling of anxiety unless you give them the time and attention they and you deserve. Even a small amount of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident. And then we have cooperate instead of competition, okay? What's yours is yours, and no one can take it from you. There's no need to compete, as there's an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnership, you can accomplish anything. So I don't know what this energy is, guys. God is your source, okay? Pay attention. You may be having dreams of abundance, okay? Let guilt go. You may be feeling this energy like when good things start to happen to you, you may feel like really sad that it's not happening to someone else. That can be the energy of a past life, okay? This energy wants to come into you right now. Your truth. You are worthy. And so these were some messages that the Most High was bringing, or has brought to me. This energy of what was happening, okay? So I hope these messages helped you all in some type of way to release constraints, okay? Look, I'm feeling so confused. You all may be feeling confused, but don't be at this time. Like, you all are ascending, okay? But just understand, like, I don't know, like, what this other energy is. Like I say, maybe it's somebody around you. 4818. Maybe it's somebody around you. I kind of don't feel like this your energy. It feels so missed. It feels, okay, take this as if it resonates. Take those parts if it resonated. If it don't, just let it go. But this didn't feel like your energy. And if it's something that you're holding on to, we already saw karmic cycles. Like the karmic board has been clearing. So yeah, maybe you probably didn't recognize what was being cleared, okay? Because that's where I felt like the confusion was coming in. Okay, anytime I do a reading, any type of behavior, any type of things that I'm feeling, that I'm getting, it's all a part of the reading. And so because I felt the confusion, I felt like you all didn't know what you all could have released. It was just like, what? Like, I didn't know I was clearing that. You didn't know you was clearing it. Because the Most High cleared it for you. It's just like you probably didn't know you needed to clear that. Because the Most High cleared it for you, okay? Thank you. I was wondering where that was coming from. Shambhala initiation. Retreating to recharge. Trusting the process. Dharma. You didn't know that that was being cleared, okay? It's like when the Most High has his hand on you, and you don't have no say. I tell people that all the time. You might as well just sit down, because you ain't got no say in your life, because you ain't yours no more. You already gave your life over. You already gave your ego to the Most High. So it's not about you no more. It's not about your ego. Okay, baby steps, follow actions, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Okay, it's not about your ego no more. Yeah, that's out the door. I want you all to understand that. So it's like the Most High, man, what is the verse like? The Spirit, the Holy Spirit goes to the Most High, takes intercessions for you, right? Because the ego don't know what it don't know what it needs to get to do what it needs to do, okay? Because the ego is not involved in the Most High plan. Your soul self, your higher self is, right? And so it doesn't know. That's why, we'll ask for $1 million, limiting ourselves, right? But the Most High got a whole cool 10 million for us, and we asking for $1 million. That's the ego asking for $1 million, and the Most High can give us 10 million plus a mansion plus an island, right? If that was something you desire, right? I'm just using that as an example, okay? Let's get some fortune telling messages. A sacred ritual will bring you clarity and insight. I feel like this is ancestral energy right here. Serendipitous events will bring you success. Your intuition is your greatest strength. Trust it, okay? You all could use the tool, the crystal ball, to scry. We have divination. If you don't have any tarot cards, please get you some. You all can work with herbs at this time, work with plants, healing, healers. This is what your ancestor did. This is what you could have done in a past life. Forgotten spell will bring you unexpected blessings. Wow. Not surprised by that. We already saw that something you did in a past life. Not surprised. A few more. A hidden truth will soon be revealed to you. Be open to it. A hidden talent will soon be discovered. Nurture it. Wow. This is due to some healing that you release, okay? So let me tell you, whatever you release, you will gain some knowledge of its kind. And so, getting you an example, I release the energy of holding on to things. And when I release that, I gain knowledge on how to acquire things, for things to be brung to me easily, okay? And so that's what I mean, like when you release something, you will gain knowledge of its kind, okay? What do we have? Your destiny is intertwined with the stars, star child. An unexpected gift will bring you great fortune. Wow, this is the gift. You guys could be using your gifts, okay? Remember, star seeds, chosen ones, light workers, earth angels, okay? Whatever else you want to call yourself, we call ourselves. Remember, those are just labels. You don't have to associate with it. You can just be the child of God and just call it that, right? It's all the same thing. You have unique gifts. You're able to do many things, okay? Not just no one thing. These gifts are advanced. It's like a combination of gifts, okay? use for they're showing me the mega sword. Oh my god. I don't know how to explain it, if that makes sense. The mega sword, you have the red Power Ranger, the green Power Ranger, the blue Power Ranger, the yellow Power Ranger, the black, like, and then they all formed this one mega. That's like how your gifts work. That's so funny. What'd that say? Oh, come on. Light. The universe is conspiring in your favor. As I stated before, that cloud came out the sky. Your third eye, your clairvoyant is really active at this time. Okay, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. A protective charm will bring you peace. Okay, safety if you need it. If you're picking up on the energy of people experiencing whatever they are experiencing. Okay, and so a mystical revelation will bring you clarity. This is the energy, okay? New opportunity will lead to your greatness. Ancient wisdom will find you. Listen for the whispers of the past, right? Something of the past, something that you know is going to be revealed to you, okay? And so that was the message. Earth Angel, new archangels, okay? I'm so grateful that you're here. A mystical force is guiding you. Trust the wisdom, right? You guys. Wow, this is so amazing. I'm so happy for you all. Good job. Keep up the good work, okay? Aren't you glad you didn't give up on yourself? Right? Aren't you glad? You kept going. You bit the bullet and you kept going. You kept going and you kept going. Doesn't that make you feel great that you kept going? You should. You should feel real proud. You should. Yeah. Right? Namaste, guys. I love you all so very much. Okay? Keep going. Keep striving. You're doing a good job. Right? You're exactly where you need to be. Baby steps. Because you're already there.